Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you guys there. I was just checking out the NBC World Series' new app. You can find this app at the App Store. All you need to do is type in NBCWS to be caught up on all things NBC World Series.
NBC World Series, it all happens here.
First base, number 26, Austin Krynak. Batting fourth and DHing will be number 33, Dylan Brooks. Batting fifth and catching, number 24, Troy Owen. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 10, Luke Royal. Batting seventh and playing center field will be number 25, TK Coons. Batting eighth and playing shortstop will be number 15, Peyton Cormain. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 4, Isaiah Perez. And pitching for Newton will be number 41, Doug Bravo. Coaching staff for the Rebels includes Brent Clark, assisted by Dave Gibbs, general manager Mark Cavallo. Welcome onto the field, the Newton, Kansas Rebels. Defensively for the Rebels,
And hello, everybody. It's baseball time in Hayesville. Excuse me, Wichita, actually. Sorry, forgot where I was at there for a second. Hey, 84th edition of the NBC World Series presented by Westar. Todd and Chris with you, bringing you all the action. We have a Pool D matchup. Colorado Sox out of the Rocky Mountain Collegiate League will take on the Newton Rebels out of the Sunflower Collegiate League. The Sox will be the visiting team, and here's how they'll go. Jarrett Coyne will lead it off and play left field. Zach Baldini will hit second. He will play shortstop. Hitting third, Ben Dalkey. He will be over at third base. And in the cleanup spot will be the first baseman, Talon Schaller. Derek Daly will be the designated hitter and hit fifth. Hitting sixth, Brady Mitchell. He will play right field. Hitting seventh, Morgan McIntosh. He will be over at second base. Garrett Tisdale will be behind the plate and hit eighth. And rounding out the order will be the center fielder, Trevor Schaefer. Sox are managed by Dick Orca. He's finishing up year 33. And your umpires today, Marcus Bolin, Josh Shepis, and Greg Mudd. Defensively for the Rebels, left to right. In the outfield, Snodgrass, Kuntz, and Royal. Perez over at third base. Cormain over at short. Irway at second base. Krynak at first base. Owen doing the catching and on the mound. A right-hander out of Eastern Arizona Community College, Zach Bravo. Here is Jarrett Coyne. He will hit from the right side out of Alma College. 3 for 8 in the series. We are underway right on time. 3:30 Central Time. Temperature absolutely perfect out here. 88 degrees in Wichita, Kansas. First pitch, that's in there for a strike to Coyne. Coyne, the left fielder today, and that is fouled back. Bravo, a very quick worker. 17 innings of work this past season. Gave up 14 hits, 5 runs. Struck out 11 and walked a couple. 0-1 on the season. 2.64 ERA. And that's a fastball high and away. Good fastball there from Bravo at 90. That missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2's in the dirt. Coyne swings through it, gets away from Owen. He throws a one-hopper down to first base. Krynak digs it out for out number 1. Leadoff man is retired for the Sox. Zach Baldini now. Shortstop, he is a graduate. Spent some time at Garden City Community College, then went on to Metro in Denver. And takes a pitch outside. Ball 1. Baldini 1 for 6 in the tournament. And the 1-0. That is a soft liner to the shortstop. Cormain gets it to his right on 1 hop. Throws across his body and gets him. A good play over there by Cormain at short. He had to go a little bit to his right to get it. Good strong throw for out number 2. And 2 down. Here is Ben Dalkey out of Western Alabama. First pitch swinging, bounced up the middle. And just in and out of the glove of Irway. That will go as a base hit. So Dalkey picks up base hit number 3 of the tournament. He is aboard with 2 outs. That would have been a pretty good play there for Irway if he does come up with it cleanly. He definitely had everything headed towards the left field. Here is the cleanup guy, Talon Schaller, CSU Pueblo. And first pitch swinging and fouls it back. 0-1. First baseman today, 3 for 7 in the tournament. Bravo working quickly. Good live fastball. Fastball low 90s. That's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs just underway, top of the first. Absolutely stunning day here in Wichita. And that is in there for a strike at the knees. 1-2 now. About 10 degrees cooler than it usually is this time of year. We will take it. We have had fantastic weather, other than a few delays all week long. That is down the line, foul. So Schaller able to turn on that one, and that's about a foot foul. Coyne led it off with a strikeout, followed by Baldini. He bounced out. Dalkey with a single. He's over at first. And here's Schaller, and you're up to date. 1-2. And the pitch. That is sprayed foul down the right side.
Now, no, baseball is a team sport, but so is real estate. When you team up with the Pinnacle Realty Group,
$3 Bud Light drafts here at the ballpark until 6 o'clock.
see wichitahomes.com for more details.
So come on down if you want a cold one. That is sprayed to right field. Royal giving chase over near the line. Foul. So foul by about 10 feet. A lot of room here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium on both sides. So lots of real estate to cover. Big ballpark, 330 down the line. 385 in the alleys and 400 to Dredd Center. Wind blowing in today out of the north, if you can believe that. It's usually blowing out to left, the same temperature as a blast furnace, so a little different today. 1-2 inside, and leaving it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. See if they might send Dalkey on this one. We will see. Pretty good lead over there, and he goes. That is bounced foul. Count remains 2-2. Today is the Armed Forces Tribute Adidas Youth Camo Jersey Giveaway. And free admission for current and former military, presented by KEYN and Passageways. That is fouled back. So good at bat here for Talon Schaller. Good ball to strike ratio so far for Zach Bravo. He has pounded the zone. And time is called. Say the wind's blowing in. Now it's completely calm. So just wait a minute, it'll change. 2-2. That is bounced foul. Actually hit that one twice. Got it on the backswing. If that would have been the PGA Tour, that'd be a 2-stroke penalty. Baseball, just another strike. Count remains 2-2. Runner at first base, top of the first. Runner goes. That is fisted foul. So Schaller making him work for it. That gets into the seats in a hurry. Folks, pay attention if you're going to come out. Put the phone in your pocket. Turn it off. Get you a cold one and a hot dog and watch some great baseball. Forget about that phone. 2-2. That is fisted, popped up. And the shortstop, Cormain, coming in for the easy one. And that'll do it. So, Sox are going to leave one. We've played a half an inning. No score from Wichita. We'll be back for the bottom in just a moment.
The city's not just built. It's grown to the needs of people. You make the infrastructure, the muscle, bone, and circulation so natural to the body of the city that you almost forget they're even there.
Renewable energy to our communities and the people who visit them. That's Westar Energy, taking energy to heart. Wesley for Colorado. First baseman will be number 44, Dollar. Second baseman will be number 6, McIntosh. Shortstop number 3, Baldini. Third baseman number 28, Dalkey. Left fielder will be number 7, Coyne. Center fielder will be number 13, Schaefer. Right fielder number 8, Mitchell. Catcher number 18, Tisdale.
And welcome back. Bottom of the first we go. No score. Here is how the Newton Rebels out of the Sunflower Collegiate League will go. Jay Snodgrass will lead it off and play left field. Landon Irway will be at second base and hit second. Austin Krynak will be over at first base. He will hit third. In the cleanup spot will be Dylan Brooks. He is the designated hitter. In the 5 spot will be the catcher, Troy Owen. Luke Royal will hit sixth and play right field. TK Kuntz will be in center, hit 7th. Peyton Cormain will play shortstop, and rounding out the order, hitting 9th, Isaiah Perez. He will be over at third base. There is the lineup for the Rebels. Here is Jay Snodgrass out of Friends University, and he takes a pitch in there for a strike. Hit .375 in league play this summer, and he's 3 for 8 in the tournament. And that is lifted to the right side, and that'll just get out of play. Schaller.
That is another Pinnacle Realty Group. Foul ball.
So Schaller gave chase. He ran out of room. Left to right in the outfield for the Sox. Coyne, Schaefer, and Mitchell. Dalkey over at third. Baldini at short. McIntosh at second base, and Schaller over at first. Tisdale doing the catching. That is bounced foul. Count remains 0-2. Mike Thill on the mound, a right-hander. He is out of Littleton, 5'10", 195-pounder. He is a graduate. And the 0-2. That is popped foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the first, no score, and nobody on. Rebels 8-18 in the league. That is to the shortstop, Baldini. He will come up with it over to first in time. So Snodgrass is retired for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 27, Landon Irway.
Here's the second baseman now out of Fort Hays, Landon Irway. 337 on the season. And he is hitless in the tournament. So he is looking for his first base hit of the 84th NBC. So he takes a pitch low, ball 1. And that is wide, 0-2. So Irway ahead here early. Rebels 1-1 in the tournament. That is low, so 3 balls and nothing. So they beat Texas GPS on the 28th, 7-2. And on the 30th, they lost to the Cannons, 8-2. So 1-1. Right down the middle for strike 1. Rebels are managed by Brett Clark. And a 3-1. That is into right field for a base hit. So Irway gets his first base hit of the tournament. He is aboard, 1 for 1 today. And that's a 1-out single given up by Thill. That'll bring up Austin Krynak.
Irway records his first hit of the game, brings up the first baseman, number 26, Austin Krynak.
1 for 7 in the series. He is a graduate. And he takes a ball. Runner at first base. Pretty good lead over there. And that's inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Krynak. Krynak over at first base. out of Little Elm, Texas. He is a graduate, 6'3", 206. Throw over to first, and our way back in there. Two balls and no strikes, one out. That is drilled down the left field line, foul. That'll get out of the ballpark, but foul by a fair distance. So Krynak able to turn on it. And the count now 2-1. Rebels hitting .234 as a team in the tournament. Pretty good lead over there. A runner goes. Good jump. And a throw down. That is not even close. That'll be into center field. Irway will get up and be down to third. So Irway with a stolen base. He is down to third with just one out. Hate to keep talking about the weather, but the wind is now seems to be out of the southwest, so blowing out to center. 3 balls and a strike now to Krynak. Runner at third base, one out. That's high, and you lose him. So Krynak now down to first base with one out. Runners at the corners. Dylan Brooks now out of Southeastern Oklahoma State University. And step in from the left side. Swinging a pretty hot bat in the tournament. He's 4 for 9. Hitting in the cleanup and DH spot. And that's inside. So Thiel struggling with a little bit of command here early. Bottom of the first, no score. Rebels threatening. One hit apiece for each club. That is a little bouncer back to the pitcher. Thiel is up with it over to first in time. And Irway will score from third. So Thiel probably got to look him back a little bit better than that. I'd credit Brooks with an RBI. 2 outs now in the inning. Krynak down to second. Rebels now lead at 1-0. Here is Troy Owen. He is a graduate. And he takes a pitch high. Ball 1. Owen out of Denver. Doing the catching today. That is drilled through the left side for a base hit. They will send the runner. Here's the runner around third, and the throw is cut off. 2-0 now Newton. So Owen with an RBI, and he is down at first base with 2 outs. 2-0 now Newton. We're in the bottom of the first. Here's Luke Royal. Out of Friends, he will step in from the left side. Right on left matchup. 266 in the regular season. Has yet to play in the tournament, so this will be his first at bat. And he takes a pitch wide, ball 1. Ball and no strikes. 2 runs across. Owen down at first base. That is a high hopper back to the pitcher. Thiel is up with it over to first and just gets Royal. He runs very well, and that's out number 3. So we have played an inning. Newton gets a couple. They strand one. They lead it 2-0, and we'll go to the second in just a moment.
Mount up, take off, and chase the sun. Experience more of what makes Kansas great. And let K-Tag help you get there. 236 miles of road, endless destinations of wonder. Start your adventure with K-Tag. Get your free K-Tag at myktag.com.
Welcome back. We go to the top of the second. Colorado Sox in a hold. They trail them 2-0. 5, 6, and 7 for the Sox. Daly, Mitchell, and McIntosh scheduled. Here is Derek Daly. Zach Bravo out for inning number 2. He is out of Thatcher, New Mexico. First pitch to Daly. That's in there for a strike. Daly out of the Colorado School of Mines, and the designated hitter today. And the 0-1, that is in the dirt, 1-1. Daly 2 for 8 in the tournament. Out of Golden, Colorado. The 1-1, that's inside, almost hit him. 2 balls and a strike. $18 pitches in the first inning for Bravo. That is fouled back 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. A little change of pace. And Daly just able to get a piece of it. 2-2, top of the second. Nobody on and nobody out. And the pitch, that is outside. A good take by Daly. (3-2), swung on and missed. Good pass ball from Bravo, and the leadoff man is retired. Second strikeout for Bravo. Here's Brady Mitchell. Mitchell out of the Missouri Valley Conference, out of Southern Illinois. Right fielder today. He is hitless in the tournament. First pitch swinging and fouled it back. Strike 1. That was off the booth just down the way. Still waiting for that souvenir to come in my way. And the 0-1. Good off-speed pitch there from Bravo. Just misses outside. Third year in the booth, has still not gotten a souvenir. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Way out ahead of an off-speed pitch. 1-2. Sox 0-2 in the tournament. They lost to the Cannons on the 28th, 7-1. And to Texas GPS, 6-2. On the 30th. 1-2. That is lifted to center. Irway going out. He will make the call. And the catch for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for the Sox. Here is Morgan McIntosh out of Gateway Community College. McIntosh over at second base today. 2 for 6 in the tournament. That's a good fastball at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. So Bravo doing really well at spotting up and hitting spots. And the 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2 now to McIntosh. McIntosh hitting in the 7 spot today. And the 0-2. That is lifted foul down the left side. 0-2. That is off his foot. He will go down, and he's back up now pretty quickly, walking a little gingerly, muttering to himself. Folks, if you've never fouled a pitch off your foot, it is one of the most painful things that you can do. You got a pitch coming in at 85 to 90 mile an hour, and then you take a hack at it. You don't slow it down much. And the 0-2, that is fouled back. So good battle up there by McIntosh. Thought maybe Bravo might throw that slider on his back foot again after he fouled it off his front foot. 0-2 now to McIntosh. That swung on and missed. Pretty good spot by Bravo, and that'll do it. Sox go in order. We've played 1.5. Newton 2, Colorado nothing. We'll be back.
If we really put everything in our name that we do, it would look like this. Professional mechanical, electrical, plumbing, structural, telecommunications, civil, transportation, aviation, water, wastewater, energy, land development, planning, field service, survey, geotechnical, materials testing, inspection, 3D scan, air and water balance, engineering consultants.
Home half of the second we go. Newton leads it 2-0. They got 2 in the bottom of the first. Bottom third of the order expected. Kuntz, Cormain, and Perez. Here is TK Kuntz, left fielder out of Fort Smith. And that is fouled back.
Let's get you home. See WichitaHomes.com for more info.
Comes from Texarkana, Texas. Hit 280 in the regular season, and that's wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty good tournament, 2 for 4. And a 1-1. It's a good change of pace there from Mike Thill. Kuntz out ahead of it, 1-2. They play him straight away. Off-speed pitch just misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Newton. Newton 1-1 in the tournament. That is off the hands, batted foul. Count remains 2-2. Rebels hit 279 as a team in the regular season. Two-two. Swung on and missed. Got him on the inner half, and Kuntz will take a seat. First strikeout recorded of the ball game for Mike Thill. Peyton Cormain now out of Centenary. Playing shortstop today. He first pitch swinging and takes a big hack and comes up empty 0-1. 2 for 8 in the tournament. Don't see any regular season stats for him, so they must have just picked him up. And the pitch is outside, 1-1. Teams were able to pick up players after the regular season. And that's a good fastball on the outside corner from Thill. And he's ahead 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. That's high. 1 hit for the Sox, 2 for Newton. Early, bottom of the second. And he tried to check his swing. He went around, bobbled by Tisdale. He is up with it. Throw is a little bit wide. Schaller had time to collect it and step on the bag. That will be out number 2. 9-hole man, Isaiah Perez, out of Barton Community College. Get his first look at Mike Thill. Hitless in the tournament, 0 for 5. And the pitch, that is wide, ball 1. Armed Forces tribute tonight, so free admission to current and former military. So if you're in that category, come on out, it's free. That is down the left side, foul. Also, all youth with a paid admission will get a free camo jersey while supplies last. I believe that's the first 500 youth. When I came in about an hour ago, they still had plenty. And the 1-1 is high and away. 2 balls and a strike. And, of course, it's $5 baseball. Get your vouchers at Goodwill or Quick Trip. That is low. 3 balls and a strike to Perez. Phil with an opportunity to get the Rebels in order. He's able to retire Perez. 3-1. That is in there for a strike. 3-2. Not much Perez was going to do with that one. That was a pretty good spot on the inside corner. Here's the 3-2. Off-speed pitch is high. So that'll be a 2-out walk issued to Perez. That'll turn the lineup over. Top of the order. Here is Jace Snodgrass. Hitless today, 0 for 1. Bounced out to the left side, out of Friends. 3 for 9 in the tournament. And the pitch swung on and missed. Good fastball at 85 from Thill. 0-1. Thill got the first 2 hitters of the innings on strikeouts. That's inside, almost hit him. 1-1. Tough bench, those Rebels. They were wondering why he didn't wear that one. I'm sitting all the way up here, and I flinched myself. Here's the 1-1. That is popped up right side. And Schaller going to give chase, and that'll make the seats. One and 2 now to the leadoff man, Snodgrass. Left fielder today. They play him a shade to pull. Pretty good lead over there by Perez. And he goes. That is swung on and drilled to center. Schaefer right there in his tracks, and he'll haul it in for out number 3. So we've played 2. Newton's going to strand one here in the bottom. 2-0 Newton. We'll be right back.
Kansas Gas Service delivers natural gas to many of the companies you know, ensuring they have the energy they need to grow and build strong communities, providing cost-effective, safe, and reliable natural gas for a better tomorrow today. Kansas Gas Service.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the third. Newton leads the Colorado Sox 2-0. 8, 9, and 1 for the Sox. It'll be Tisdale, Schaefer, and Coyne. Here is Garrett Tisdale, the catcher out of Mesa. 2 for 8. This will be his first look at Bravo. First pitch swinging. That is down the right field line, and that'll be out of play. No balls and a strike. Bravo out for inning number 3. 34 pitches through 2. That is high and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bravo out of Eastern Arizona Community College. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Bravo out of Thatcher, New Mexico. 1-2 now. That is popped up, right side. Catcher Owen, he is going to go back for a look. And that'll be out of play. Ball and 2 strikes, top of the third. Nobody out and nobody on. Game 2 of 4 today. San Diego Reign took care of the Colorado Cyclones in Game 1, 4-2. 2 more to follow after this. And the 1-2. That hit about 7 feet in front of home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got a piece of Owen, the catcher. That hit nothing but meat. Could hear it all the way up here. 2-2 now to Tisdale. That is sprayed foul.
That's another Pinnacle Realty Group foul ball. Let's get you home. See wichitahome.com for more info.
Two and two now. And the pitch. It's an off-speed pitch. Sky down the left side. Everybody giving chase. And Snodgrass won't get there. At any other major league ballpark in the country, that would have been 10 rows back. Two and two to the 8-hole man Tisdale. That is wide. Tried to get him to chase something. And we will go to a full count. Pitch, that is bounced to the right side. Krynak will have it on a room service hop, take it himself, and Tisdale is retired.
Number 8, the center fielder, number 13, Trevor Schaefer.
1 out, 9th man in the order is Trevor Schaefer out of Otero Community College. Schaefer in center field today, 0 for 6 in the tournament. Step in from the left side. And an off-speed pitch is outside, ball 1. And a 1-0. Good fastball on the outside. That is in there for a strike. One shows bunt, gets it down out in front of the plate. Owen out quickly. He will field it barehanded down to first, and he'll get Schaefer by a step. So pretty good bunt. Just didn't get it far enough out. 2 out, top of the order, Jarrett Coyne. 0 for 1 today. Strikeout victim in the first out of Alma. Off-speed pitch is low, ball 1. Coyne 3 for 9, playing left field today. And they play him straight away. That is fisted straight back, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the third. 2-0 Newton. That is deep to left. Snodgrass going back near the track. He has a beat on it. Leaps! and makes a play. Snodgrass robbing Jarrett Coyne of a home run here in the top of the third. That'll do it. Wow. That is probably the best play I've seen down here in many a year. And we've played 2.5. Newton leads it 2-0. We'll be right back.
This bud's for the dream and the people bold enough to pursue it. For those who come from nothing and rise to something. It's for those who take everything this country has to offer and make it their own.
Welcome back. Bottom of the third we go. If you just tuned in, Jay Snodgrass, the left fielder, just robbed Jarrett Coyne of a home run. 2, 3, and 4 for Newton. They lead it. And first pitch swinging, that's Landon Irway. Sprays it into right field for a leadoff base hit. So he is 2 for 2.
Irway records his second hit of the game.
And 2 for 10 in the series. Three-hole man Austin Krynak walked and scored in the first. 1 for 7 in the tournament. First pitch swinging, pops it up. Third baseman Dalkey coming in. And the call and the play for out number 1.
Just a hitter, number 33, Dylan Brooks.
And the cleanup guy now, Dylan Brooks, also the designated hitter. Bounced out to the pitcher last time up. Was credited with an RBI. Runner goes. And the throw down, and he got him. So Irway is thrown out, caught stealing here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs now. A good throw there by Tisdale. What a tough pitch to throw him out on. That was an off-speed pitch, so he had to hurry. Brooks swinging. That is deep to right center. And that will one-hop the wall. So Brooks around second. And he's into third. So the relay throw was bobbled by the second baseman McIntosh. May have had a shot at him at third base. So that'll be a triple for Brooks. So the caught stealing, a pretty big deal. So it'll be up to Troy Owen to keep things going with 2 outs. Runner at third base. Singled and was stranded. First pitch swinging, popped up. Right fielder Mitchell coming in and has a beat on it, and that'll do it. So we've played 3. Newton's going to strand 1, and they lead it 2-0. We'll be right back.
At Davis Moore, we pride ourselves on our ability to provide a safe and reliable driving experience to all of our customers. When we say that safety is our top priority, we mean it. That's why every single one of our pre-owned vehicles goes through a 171-point inspection before it ever goes on our lot. And with our Davis Moore 360 guarantee, you can drive forever, worry-free. So let us prove to you that we have the best car care and best customer experience, and why nobody beats a Davis Moore deal. Come by any one of our 5 Davis Moore locations or check us out online at davis-moore.com.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth we go. Sox trail the Rebels 2-0. 2, 3, and 4 for the Sox. Baldini, Dalkey, and Schaller expected. First pitch to Baldini is outside. Baldini 0 for 1 in the game. Swings through that one and misses. 1-1. Baldini, a graduate. Some playing time at Garden City Community College before going to Metro in Denver. And the 1-1. That is a little flare. Going back will be Irway, and he will run it down in shallow right field for out number 1.
Third baseman number 28, Ben Dalkey.
Ben Dalkey now, the third baseman, 1 for 1 today. He is 3 for 8 in the tournament. Right-hander out of Western Alabama. First pitch swinging and foul back, strike 1. And Bravo at about 55 pitches through 3 1/3. And the 0-1. That is wide, 1 ball and 1 strike. One. That'll be low and away. 2 balls and a strike. GPS of Texas will take on the Kansas Cannons after this one. And in the nightcap, the Hutchinson Monarchs will take on the Texas Prospects. And a 2-1. That's in on his hands. He swings through it. And it's 2-2. Foul back.
And that is another Pinnacle Realty Group foul ball. Let's get you home. See WichitaHome.com for more info.
All current, former, and military folks, free admission today. That is bounced foul down the left side. And 2-2. .43 strikes, 15 balls for Bravo. That'll make a pitching coach smile. 2-2, that is lifted to left. Snodgrass back a few steps. He has it gauged and will haul it in for out number 2. Bravo trying to get the Sox in order for the 3rd inning in a row. Here is Talon Schaller. Popped up to short. He's 0 for 1. 3 for 8. That is bounced to short. And Cormain up with it over to first. Gets him easily. And that'll do it. So the Sox go in order. We played 3.5. Newton 2, Colorado nothing. We'll be back.
Won't you come dream with me now? You're chasing down a beautiful dream. Won't you come follow me now? Won't you come dream with me now?
And welcome back. Home half of the fourth we go. 6, 7, and 8 for the Newton Rebels. They lead the Colorado Sox 2-0. It'll be Royal, Kuntz, and Cormain. Here is Luke Royal, 0 for 1 today. Looking for his first base hit of the tournament. And he takes pitch. That's right down the middle for a strike. 47 pitches through 3 innings for Mike Thill. And the 0-1. That just misses outside, 1-1. Royal bounced out to the pitcher in the first inning. He's out of Friends University. And the 1-1. That is bounced down the right side, foul. One and two now to Royal. He is a right fielder. Hit .266 in the Sunflower Collegiate League. And the 1-2. That is into center. Schaefer coming hard and will make the play on the run. Good jump by Schaefer out in center field. Very tough play if that ball hit right at you. Made it look easy. That is out number 1. TK Kuntz now. He is 0 for 1 today. Strikeout victim in the second out of Fort Smith. 2 for 5 on the series. First pitch swinging, and that's fouled straight back. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Bottom of the 4th. That is wide. 1-1. Yeah, that's inside. Almost got him. 2-1. 1 hit for the Sox. 4 for Newton. That is popped foul. 2-2. Sox with an error. Newton is flawless so far. Royal led it off and flew out. That is bounced foul to the left side. Absolutely beautiful day here in Wichita, 87 degrees. And wind light and variable, 2-2. Just missed. Oh, I guess it did hit the outside corner. Late call there by the home plate umpire, and Kuntz will go down looking for out number 2. Looked like a pretty good pitch to me. And a late call. 2 outs. Here is Peyton Cormain. Cormain 0 for 1 and 2 for 9 in the tournament. Strikeout victim in the second. First pitch swinging. That is a bouncer to Dalkey at third. He's up with it over to first in time. So the Rebels go in order. We have played 4. Rebels lead it 2-0. We'll be right back. And top of the 5th we go. Sox with a little bit of work to do. They trail the Rebels 2-0. 5, 6, and 7 for the Sox. Daly, Mitchell, and McIntosh. Bravo out for inning number 5. And the first pitch to Daly. Good fastball. Swung on and came up empty. Daly 0 for 1, a strikeout victim in the second. He's 2 for 9 in the series. And that is fisted. That's into center. Irway going out into short center and hauls it in. Looked like he lost it in the sun for a brief second. Able to hold on for out number 1. Brady Mitchell, right fielder out of Southern Illinois. Hitless in the series. That'll go through the right side for a base hit. So Mitchell gets his first hit of the tournament. He's 1 for 2 today. So Mitchell down to first with a 1-out base hit. Here is Morgan McIntosh. Newton gets a couple in the second. Been quiet ever since. Colorado yet to score. They trail it 2-0. And McIntosh takes a strike. The strikeout victim also in the second. Two for 7 in the series. Throw over, and Mitchell back in there. McIntosh over at second base. Throws right, hits left. And that misses outside. And Bravo at about 66 pitches. Through 4 1/3. And that is high and in. Two balls and a strike, 1 out. And that's high, 3-1. So Bravo thinking about putting the tying run aboard. Top of the 5th, 1 runner on. That is to the right side. Backhanded by Krynak down to second. They get the lead man back to first. The throw is wide. So McIntosh will be into second base on the fielder's choice, and that'll be an error. Mitchell is erased at second base. 2 outs now in the inning.
Nominate the catcher number 18, Garrett Tisdale.
Here is Garrett Tisdale out of Mesa University. And he's 0 for 1 today. 2 for 9 in the series, doing the catching. Tisdale out of Aurora. And the first pitch to him, that is bounced back to the pitcher. Bravo got his meat hand on it. Slows it down. And he won't have a play. So Tisdale will be aboard. And McIntosh will be down at third. So first and third with 2 outs. They're going to have to go out and have a look at Bravo. Very instinctively stuck his throwing hand up and got a hand on it. He is going to wave the coach off. A tough customer out there, Zach Bravo. Going to see if he's going to throw a few. Doesn't appear to be looking at his hand much. Ball was hit rather sharply by Tisdale. So 3 hits now in the ball game for Colorado. First and third now with 2 outs. That'll bring up Trevor Schaefer. He is hitting in the 9 spot. Tried to bunt his way on in the third. He's 0 for 1. And 0 for 7 in the tournament. Out of Otero. First pitch. Weak ground ball to the third baseman. Perez up with it. Over to first in time. So Bravo looked to be in pretty good shape.
The Colorado Sox, they score no runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left.
After 4.5, 2-0 Newton. We'll be right back.
It is 1-2.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th we go. Mike Thill out for inning number 5. He will face 9-1 and 2. I got him at 58 pitches through 4 innings. This is Isaiah Perez. First pitch swinging, bounce to the third baseman. High throw. Schaller able to go up and get it for out number 1. So 1 pitch and 1 out.
Number 5, Jace Snodgrass.
He'll bring up the top of the order, Jace Snodgrass. 0 for 2 today. Left fielder today made a spectacular catch earlier in the ball game. It robbed Jarrett Coyne of a home run. That floats in there for a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Snodgrass 0 for 2 out of Friends. 375 in the league. Popped up. Looks like the first baseman Schaller will come in into foul ground in front of the dugout and haul it in. 2 outs. Two outs. Here's the second baseman, Landon Irway. Tough out today. He's 2 for 2. 1 for 2 in stolen bases. Was caught stealing in the third. And an off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Irway out of Fort Hays State University. Scored a run in the first, and he takes it low, 1-1. Irway out of Larned, Kansas. 1-1. That catches the outside corner. Good pitch from Mike Thill. Have a pretty good view of the plate. We are right above it, so we can see in and out very well, and he painted the outside corner. 1-2. That is turned on foul. So he painted the inside corner on that one, and Irway turned on it. Count remains 1-2. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Rebels lead it 2-0. And that is an off-speed pitch bounced foul. All I got to say is if you're going to sit in the first row, you got to make those plays. Just saying. 1-2. And a good change of pace from Thill. Irway able to keep his weight back just long enough to get a piece of it. Pretty good at bat here for Landon Irway. It's going to make Mike Thill work for it. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. And that is wide. 2-2. Newton out of the Sunflower Collegiate League. They're 1-1 in the tournament. Two. That is bounce to the shortstop. Baldini up with it. Over to first in time. And the Rebels go in order, and we've played 5. Rebels lead it 2-0. We'll be back.
At the end of 5 to the Rebels 2 and the Sox 0.
Guess how much I got this seat for? Only $5. Yes, $5 because of our $5 baseball nights. And our $5 baseball starts Sunday, July 29th and goes till Thursday, August 2nd. And then we will have our final $5 baseball night on Tuesday, August 7th. So make sure to go pick up your $5 baseball vouchers at Goodwill and Quick Trip in the Wichita area.
Leading off top half, the 6th inning for the Colorado Sox. Left fielder number
Top
5.
of the 6th we go. Sox with some work to do. They still trail the Newton Rebels 2-0. Top of the order be Coyne, Baldini, and Dalkey. Coyne absolutely robbed by the left fielder Snodgrass in the 3rd. He took a home run away from him, went up and over the wall, and brought it back for out number 3. So that is wide 2-0. Now to Jarrett Coyne. He is 0 for 2 today out of Alma. And it's popped up right side. And Krynak going out, and he'll be called off by Irway, and rightfully so for out number 2. So a good play over there by Irway, the second baseman, and that's out number 1. Here is the shortstop, Zach Baldini, 0 for 2. He is a graduate. 1 for 8 in the tournament. First pitch swinging, that's into right field. Royal coming in, and he will haul it in. So 2 quick outs for the Sox here in the top of the 6th.
Third baseman number 28, Ben Dalkey.
Here's the third baseman, Ben Dalkey. 1 for 2 today, flew out to left field in the 4th. Western Alabama, first pitch swinging, that is to right field. Royal back and to his left, and he will get it on the run. And the Sox go in order. We've played 5.5. Score remains Newton 2, Colorado nothing. We'll be back.
Make the most of every single moment. After the game, see what's happening at visitwichita.com.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th we go. 3, 4, and 5 for the Newton Rebels. Krynak, Brooks, and Owen scheduled. Mike Thill on the mound. still for the Colorado Sox. 70 pitches through 5 innings. First pitch to Krynak. That is wide. Krynak over at first base today. He is 0 for 1. Walked in the first and scored. It's in there for a strike. 1-1. Rebels get a couple in the bottom of the first and has been quiet ever since. 3 hits for the Sox, 4 for Newton. Both pitchers pounding the zone. And that misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Krynak 1 for 8 in the tournament. And a 2-1. That is wide. 3 balls and a strike. Bottom of the 6th. Nobody out, nobody on. Stunning day here in Wichita. Upper 80s. Light wind. 3-1. That is driven to center. Schaefer over and to his left. And he will gauge it perfectly and haul it in for out number 1.
Just a hitter, number 33, Dylan Brooks.
Cleanup guy now, Dylan Brooks. Out of southeastern Oklahoma. That's baseball country. 1 for 3 today, tripled in the third. Five for 11. And he takes a strike. Good season, hit .316 in the Sunflower Collegiate League. And that is fouled back just below us. Sounds like it's taking the building down every time one is fouled back, and it might be, I don't know. Whether or not this is the last tournament in this building, that is yet to be determined. 0-2 now. That is wide. 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's a grand old ballpark, is all I can tell you. Time is called. Brooks out of Lakiba, Oklahoma. That is bounced foul off his foot. So he will dance around a little. Probably muttering a few words, usually reserved for golf. Looks like he's going to be okay. He will step back in there. 1 for 3. He's credited with an RBI in the first. And the 1-2 inside. Almost hit him. So a guy files one off his foot, and then they come back inside on him. Doesn't seem right. But that's the way it works. 2-2. Swung on and missed. And that's out number 2.
Don't strike out this summer with other heating and air brands. Choose Wichita's hometown brand, York. Visit www.midwestyork.com to find your nearest dealer.
4th strikeout of the ball game for Mike Thill. 2 outs in the inning. This could be the 3rd inning in a row that Thill has got the Rebels in order. Here is Troy Owen, and he takes a strike. 1 for 2 today. 2 for 6 in the tournament. Owen doing the catching. He has graduated. 0-1, little excuse me swing down the first base side. And Schaller will pick it up, step on the bag. And the Rebels go in order. We've played 6. It's all Rebels so far. They lead it 2-0. We'll be back.
Hey, make it out every Friday of the NBC World Series this year. All college students will get free admission into the NBC World Series and will be offering $3 16-ounce Natty Light cans.
Energy to heart.
And we're back top of the 7th. We go 4, 5, and 6 for the Sox. They trail the Rebels 2-0. Zach Bravo out for inning number 7. 76 pitches through 6 innings. I don't know of a pitching coach anywhere that wouldn't take those numbers. And the first pitch to Talon Schaller. He turns on it, in on the hands, and batted foul down the left side. Schaller 0 for 2 out of CSU Pueblo. And that's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Schaller over at first base, 3 for 9 in the tournament. That is into shallow left field. Cormain, the shortstop, goes back and hauls it in for out number 1.
Designated hitter number 10, Derek Daly.
1 out. Here's Derek Daly. Colorado School of Mines, 0 for 2. Popped up to the right side in the 5th, struck out in the 2nd. And the first pitch. That is through the left side for a base hit. So Daly gets his first hit of the ball game. He is aboard with 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
Daly records his first hit of the game, brings up the right fielder number 8, Brady Mitchell.
Right fielder Brady Mitchell now. He is 1 for 2. A single in the 5th out of Southern Illinois. And the pitch. That is fisted foul. Bravo throwing strikes. Did take a bouncer off his throwing hand last inning. It appears to be not feeling any ill effects from that. And the 0-1. That is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 more ball games to follow. GPS Texas will take on the Kansas Cannons. And then Hutch will take on the Texas Prospects. So plenty of more baseball to watch. And a throw over to first in time. Daly will run. Has some stolen bases. That is inside. 2-1. Zach Bravo has been keeping the Sox at bay. That is inside. Didn't miss by much. 3-1. Only 3 strikeouts on the day for Zach Bravo. Very democratic pitcher. That is through to the left side. Over to second for 1. Back to first. And the Rebels will turn it. So pitcher's best friend right there, and that'll end the 7th. We have played 6.5. Newton leads it 2-0. We'll be right back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you guys there. I was just checking out the NBC World Series' new app. You can find this app at the App Store. All you need to do is type in NBCWS to be caught up on all things NBC World Series.
NBC World Series, it all happens here.
Great job, gang.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back. Ain't much an old country boy to kick and cat. It's early to rise, early in fact. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. My days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine.
All righty, bottom of the 7th we go. Stretch time in Wichita. Just had a nice rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We're ready to go. 6, 7, and 8 for the home team, Newton Rebels. They lead it 2-0. It'll be Royal Kuntz and Cormain. And the horn blows. And they're going to assess a penalty to Thill. Ball 1. There is a timing element in the NBC. That is bounced to the right side. And McIntosh up with it over to first in time. So Royal is retired for out number 1.
Center fielder, number 25, T.K. Kuntz.
That'll bring up T.K. Kuntz. He is 0 for 2 today. A couple of strikeouts. 2 for 6 in the tournament. Out of Texarkana. And he will take a strike. 280 in the Sunflower Collegiate League. And that is wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Newton leads it 2-0. Hits are even, and errors are even. That is lined to the first baseman. Schaller reaches up and nabs it for out number 2.
Shortstop, number 15, Peyton
Couple of quick outs. Here is Peyton Cormain, shortstop today. Mike Thill cruising right along. And 83 pitches through 6. That is bounced to the third baseman. Dalkey gets it on the short hop over to first in time. And the Rebels go in order. We've played 7. All Rebels so far. They lead it 2-0. We'll be back.
Make the most of every single moment. After the game, see what's happening at visitwichita.com.
And we're back, top of the 8th we go. Sox running out of time. They're down to their final 6 outs. They trail the Newton Rebels 2-0. 7, 8, 9 scheduled for the Sox. McIntosh, Tisdale, and Schaefer scheduled. Zach Bravo has settled in nicely. 85 pitches through 7. And the first pitch to McIntosh, that is high, ball 1. McIntosh reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th and was a strikeout victim in the 2nd. That is popped up. Looks like the second baseman, Irway, will make the call for out number 1. So a very efficient for Zach Bravo. A 1 out. Here's Garrett Tisdale. 1 for 2 today. Singled and was stranded in the 5th. Bounced out to the right side in the 3rd. 3 for 10 in the series. And the off-speed pitch misses inside, ball 1. Tisdale, the catcher, out of Mesa University. Comes from Aurora, Colorado. And that's wide, 2 balls and no strikes. That is popped up. Looks like Irway will get another chance, shielding his eyes. In and then back out. He will haul it in. So a couple of big league pop-ups there. Handled by Irway very nicely. And the 9-hole man, Trevor Schaefer. 0 for 2 today and 0 for 8 in the series. Bounced out to the left side in the 5th and tried to bunt his way on in the 3rd. Takes the ball, and it's 1-0. 1-0 is swung through and missed, and leaving it up 1-1. Shaver out of Otero Community College. And Parker, Colorado. That is wide, 2 balls and 1 strike. 5'8", 165-pounder. He is listed as a switch hitter. That is popped down the left side. A lot of people giving chase, but that'll fall out of play. So Schaefer, a switch hitter, will hit left-handed against the right-handed Bravo. 65 strikes, 29 balls for Zach Bravo, so very well done today so far. 2-2. That misses outside. 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bravo has gotten the Sox in order in the 6th, 7th, and threatening to get him here in the 8th, and he does. So that one paints the outside corner. Schaefer disagrees, but he will have a seat. And we've played 7.5. Sox lead at 2-0. We'll be back.
The wait is over. The multi-platinum award-winning duo Sugarland back on tour for the first time in 5 years. Still the same 2018 tour. Saturday, August 18th at Entrust Bank Arena. The undeniable distinctive sound of Sugarland with special guest Frankie Ballard and Lindsay L. Tickets are on sale now at selectaseat.com. Get ready for Sugarland.
And we're back. We go to the home half of the 8th. 9-1-2 for the Rebels. Perez, Snodgrass, and Irway scheduled. Been all Rebels since the bottom of the first. They get 2 in the first, and that's been it. Thinking Rebels faithful would like to see a couple more insurance run, and that is in there for a strike. So Mike Thill out for inning number 8. That is in there for a strike. So 0-2 now to Isaiah Perez. So 91 pitches through 7 innings for Mike Thill. That is fouled off. Perez 0 for 1 with a walk. He is 0 for 6 in the tournament out of Barton County Community College. And the 0-2. That is up the middle for a base hit. So Perez gets his first base hit of the tournament. He is aboard. That'll bring up Jay Snodgrass, leadoff man out of Fringe University.
Fresh records his first hit of the game. Puts up the left fielder number 5, Jason Snodgrass.
Snodgrass 0 for 3. A couple of flyouts and a ground out. 3 for 11 in the tournament. And he takes a pitch high, ball 1. Good season in the Sunflower Collegiate League, hit .375. Playing left field today. That is popped foul just above us. 1 ball and 1 strike. Still waiting patiently for that souvenir. Both pitchers have gone the whole way, so very effective ball game. 4 hits for the Sox, 5 for Newton. A lot of fly balls and ground balls. That is lifted to center. Schaefer over and to his left. He will haul it in for out number 1. So Snodgrass will go hitless today.
Number 18, second baseman, number 27, Landon Irway.
1 out. Here's the second baseman, Landon Irway. 2 for 3 today. 1 for 1 in stolen bases. Caught stealing in the third. Singled and scored in the first. 1 of the 2 runs. That just missed inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Irway out of Larnard. And he'll be headed back to Fort Hays in the fall. Throw over. And Perez back in there. Perez led it off with a base hit. Snodgrass popped out to center. And that's where we're at. Throw back over. Activity in both bullpens. What wind we do have is blowing out to left now. And that is bounced to the left side. Dalkey up with it over to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. So Irway runs very well, but the lead man is erased.
First baseman, number 26, Austin Krenek.
Well, 2 down in the inning. Irway down to first on the fielder's choice. Here is Austin Krenek. 0 for 2 today with a walk. And that one misses inside. Krenek popped out to center in the 6th. Popped out to the third baseman in the 3rd. Walked and scored the other run in the 1st. And that's a strike on the outside corner. One ball and 1 strike. And that swung on and missed. Good change of pace there from Mike Thill. So Krenek way out ahead of it. 1-2. Irway over at first. Newton leads it 2-0. That is a little nubber. And the first baseman, Schaller, will go over and get it and apply the tag or the tackle, whichever you want to go with. And that'll do it. We have played 8. Newton leads it 2-0. We go to the 9th. We'll be back.
Leonard Skinner, last of the Street Survivors Farewell Tour. Saturday, September 29th in Trust Bank Arena. With special guest, the Marshall Tucker Band. Leonard Skinner on their final tour ever. Tickets are on sale now at selectaseat.com, the venue box office, or charged by phone. Leonard Skinner playing in Trust Bank Arena one last time.
Welcome back. Top of the 9th we go. Sox down to their final 3 outs. They trail the Newton Rebels 2-0. Spectacular pitching performance by Zach Bravo. He has gone the entire way. 95 pitches through 8 innings for Bravo. They're going to go with him again. And no reason not to. Top of the order. It'll be Coyne, Baldini, and Dalkey. Here is Jarrett Coyne. And that's in there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Coyne 0 for 3 today. Swung on and missed. 0-2. 3 for 11 in the tournament out of Alma. And the 0-2, that is drilled to center. Coyne back and to his left, near the track, and will haul it in on the run. So Coyne has put good wood on it all day long, and he was robbed by the left fielder earlier on. That would have been Snodgrass. One out now. First pitch to Baldini's in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 out in the inning. 2-0 Newton. They get 2 in the bottom of the first, and that has been it. 2 fantastic pitching performances. It's sad somebody has to lose it. That's popped foul. Krynak over near the fence and will make a basket catch going away for out number 2. Good play over there by Krynak, and there are 2 down. So 2 down. It'll be up to Ben Dalkey to keep things going. Sox down to their final out. Dalkey 1 for 3 today. And the first pitch is in the dirt, bounces off the catcher, Owen. Ball 1. GPS Texas will take on the Kansas Cannons about 30 minutes after this one. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Talon Schaller will be next. If Dalkey can find a way to reach. And the 1-1, that is bounced to the right side. Second baseman Irway up with it. On the run. Over to first, not in time. Krynak unable to hold on to it. I think that's probably going to be scored a base hit. Yes, it is. So a base hit for Dalkey. And he is 2 for 4 today. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. Looks like Brett Clark out to talk about it. GPS Texas and Kansas Cannons up next. Looks like that'll be all for Bravo. So he will go 8 2/3. Good hand for Bravo. Everybody out to greet him. Well pitched, young man. So 8 2/3. He gives up 5 hits. And strikes out 4. The tying run will now come to the plate.
Now pitching for Newton, number 32, R.J. Gaines. He's on the mound.
R.J. Gaines now will take over on the mound out of Friends University, out of Fort Smith. 6'1", 200-pound right-hander. So Gaines will take over, try to save it. There's a save opportunity for Gaines. (16 2/3 innings of work this past summer. He gave up 21 hits and 15 runs. 22 strikeouts, only 4 walks. Record of 0-3 is 7.02. So they will go on R.J. Gaines will take it over. Here is Talon Schaller. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. Runner at first base. That's inside. Almost hit him. 2 balls and no strikes now to Talon Schaller. Hitless today, 0 for 3 out of CSU Pueblo. He represents the tying run. And it swung on and missed. Might have swung at ball 3 there. Looks a little anxious. 3 for 10. Couple flyouts and a ground out today. Newton leads it 2-0, down to their final. Actually, it's the Sox' final out. That is inside 3-1. Good live fastball there from Gaines. And a 3-1. That swung on and missed. Looked like he took a little off. And 3-2. So Dalkey will be off with the pitch. He's over at first. Looks like Schaller's going to take all of his 19 seconds. He will step in. He's ready now. 3-2. Gaines with the sign and the pitch. Oh, that hit him. That was so far inside he didn't know which way to go, so he will wear that one. First and second, so the tying run is now aboard. That'll bring up Derek Daly. Nothing more confusing to a hitter than a pitch behind him. Daly 1 for 3 today out of the Colorado School of Mines. That is lifted to center field. Kuntz back near the track, has a beat on it, and hauls it in just before the wall. So Daly gives it a ride, but he will come up short, and that's your ball game. Here are the numbers. For the Colorado Sox, no runs, 5 hits, and an error. For the Newton Rebels, 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher will be Bravo. The loss will go to Till. 2 very, very well-thrown ball games. The Sox go to 0-3 on the tournament. The Rebels 2-1. GPS Texans and the Kansas Cannons are next. It'll be a 7 o'clock start. Steve Strain will have it for you. For Todd and Chris, I am saying so long for tonight. We will see you later.